Hello guys and welcome to another drink review. And this time it's Monster Juiced Bad Apple. So we'll see how this tastes. Bad apple. Well, I wonder if it's gonna taste like apples. Oh god. Yeah, a very appley smell with maybe some berries. Alright, and it's pretty dark. I am in the process of doing my 20 minutes of exercise, standing. So what better time than now? And yeah, it's a lot darker in real life than it is on camera. Ah, it's a bit cidery, like an apple pear cider flavor. Ah, well, it contains apples and pears. You can taste that. That's pretty good. It's a bit too sweet. But I mean, yeah, I probably need to add some carbonated water to that to be able to drink it. But other than that, it's fine. I mean, I probably wouldn't get this because of the fact that, at least at the moment, because I am on my keto, like this week, I've had like a cheat week basically. And I'm pretty sure I'm out of keto now. I'm gonna have 2 more days, or at least. I think I'm recording this on Thursday. What day is it? No, it's Wednesday. All right. I'm gonna say like on Friday is where I'm ending the cheat day and then going back on keto because I did pretty well. 3 months of pretty strict keto. And then like 2 weeks, so 3.5 months pretty strict keto. If I then do like a cheat week from time to time, like every 3 months, then that's fine. Because I'm not really able to do a little bit of cheating, Like how you do a little bit of cheating, then so you don't have to be so strict. I can't do that. For me, it's like super strict, and then like binge, super strict. Well, it's kind of like those 3 months of super strict makes up for the 1 week of cheating. How good is it for the body to go for those 2 extremes? I don't know, but yeah, like that is what I'm gonna have to worry about. Like after I've lost my weight, then I'll go deeper on my sugar addiction. Yeah, God, there was something else I wanted to talk about. This month has been pretty intense, which might be a reason why I've been pretty oh man, I want to take a extended sheet because there's been a lot going on. I got some pretty bad news when it comes to my treatment. The fact that, well, the specialist clinic, because the clinic I went to, which was great, and we're looking at them to see if they decide to go private, then we're gonna be forced to do that. And we're gonna have to see how we can rebudget so that we could afford that. Because the one that was supposed to take over, they said that you already have a diagnosis for ME, so we're not gonna help you. We are an ME clinic, but we don't take in people who already have the diagnosis of it. We will only take in people who don't have a diagnosis, and then we can give them a diagnosis. Okay, so not treatment, it's just to diagnose people with ME or to do testing to see if they have ME. So why did the government close down the clinic that actually treats people with ME? Right? I don't know, well, I guess they didn't close it down, but they're no longer part of, that healthcare thing. And then the thing is that even if they do decide to go private, is it going to be the same doctors? Is it going to be the same team? I don't know. But it's kind of where we're forced to be. And the neuro doctors all said we can't really do anything for you. Sorry, you're gonna have to go. The new health plan is that ME is supposed to be taken over by just vårdcentralen, which is just the regular, I don't know, what is vårdcentralen in English? I have no idea. It's not, let's see, vårdcentralen engelska. I have no idea. The health center. That's what it says, Google. Or I guess technically Bing Translator. Microsoft Translator. Yeah, and for that, it's very difficult to get any help, because as soon as they hear or they read that I have ME, they just refuse to help you at all. It's kind of, you guys are supposed to take over. No, you have that. We're not going to help. Even when you're trying to get help from anything else, like me with my lungs or my heart, as soon as they saw ME, they refused to do anything. That's why when it came to my heart, we had to do it privately, and that ended up costing $1,000. And the funny thing is that we did that thing because, the people at the specialist clinic I was at, they couldn't do that. So they said, we're gonna tell you to go to the health center so that they can write a remiss so they can get the heart checked, because of when I did my adrenaline treatment. I was getting a little bit of heart pains. It's kind of okay, let's check out to see if there actually is something with the heart. Then we can maybe see what to do with the adrenaline, if we should continue with it, because so far in my life it's the only thing that have had any positive effects. Well, I guess you could argue that I got Maptera, which I guess they weren't supposed to be giving. This wasn't from the specialist clinic. This was from Neuro, which is the neurological, when I was a kid, when I was very young. They gave Maptera, which was like a off license. I don't know, it was something like that. But yeah, that helped up to a point. Then it stopped helping, and I stopped getting it. But that doctor obviously is no longer. It's kind of like all the doctors who were willing to do things that might help are gone, right? And weird enough, all of those doctors were all from Iceland or Finland and stuff like that. So in my life, with this specific problem I have, Icelandic and Finnish doctors have been the best. And I think it's because some of the things that they are allowed to do in those countries, they're not allowed to do here in Sweden, or it's harder to get it done here in Sweden, I don't know. And then also in this month we're gonna have to get my ID card checked out, because my ID card and my passport is running out. We were supposed to probably do that last month, because I'm on a list. for doctors in America or Germany for what I have. And if I get cold, then we have to be able to drop whatever we're doing in like less than a week and to travel over to get treatment. And the treatment will be paid for, but obviously the travel expenses and the living and everything else wouldn't be. But if I don't have a passport, ID card, whatever, and I do get that call, then my place is gonna get someone else gonna get my spot. So it's kind of like, if it wasn't for that, I would probably be like, I'm not gonna get a passport. What's the point? I'm not traveling outside of Sweden anyways. But because of that, have to get that updated. Oh god. 9 more minutes for the exercise. The fact that my heartbeat is like pumping. This tough exercise, guys. Yeah, and got my eyes checked out. Because it was time to do that, because it was a couple of years since I last got them checked. And it was just like, I think my left eye was like 0.25 worse or something like that. So I did get a new recipe for glasses if we want. And to get something that's a little bit better. And who knows, maybe, that depends on, for me, I'm kind of like, I could just keep these. But I'm pretty sure my mom is going to make comments about switching like every day. Just because the glass I have right now are actually broken. Okay, probably can't tell because I fixed it. This broke off like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I fixed it with some super glue and baking powder or baking soda, one of the two. Because I think what we in Sweden call bakpulver is called baking soda in English, and what is called baking powder in English is bicarbonat in Swedish. And bakpulver, the direct translation of that means baking powder, but it's not baking powder in English. It's like switched. God. So that's why I've been recording a lot of like first looks this month, and I haven't really done much else. I haven't really had like I've been feeling a little bit down, when it comes to the health and all that. And later on, like next week, I'm gonna have a talking, what's called, a mobile call when it comes to, my lungs. Because I did spirometry. Then I had, I'm on Buvetol and Giona, the asthma medicine. And then I did another spirometry, like lung test. Now, next week, we're gonna be called and told, should I continue? Who knows? And then a couple of days ago I got checked out because I had like a bit of like a growth on my throat right here, like on my Adam's apple. And a couple of days ago it was really painful, especially sleeping, which I do most of my days. The pressure and like swallowing and eating, it hurt. Got that checked out, and then I've been taking, it's probably, now we don't know exactly what it is, but it seems like it was probably allergies, because as soon as I started taking allergy medicine a couple of days ago, it has gone down. It was like this big, like let's say 3p's. It was that big. Now it's down to like 1p. That's with just taking some ibuprofen and antihistamine, and then dabbing with some Alsolsprit, and it's going down. So it seems like that was something. Allergies, because I do have allergies. What type of allergies, I don't know. We suspect it's björk, because every time the björk has a lot of pollen out, that tends to be when I'm getting my allergies. But you don't do allergy tests, whatever. But I'm pretty sure it's that, because it's only during this time where I get problems. Oh god, 4 more minutes. I would read comments, but I'm a bit floozy. Let's do some. Balazul. Yeah, that mask helmet does exist in real life. It was a Roman one, if I recall correctly. It was for an emperor. That was my new Scave Clan Rat models reaction. Yeah. I mean, that tends to be, when they do the new Stormcast Eternals Liberator helmet. I don't know, have they shown more than just one model? I hope that is just for that specific model. Oh wait, they have done some new things. Have come up, I think. Yeah, okay, wait. Alright, so I might make a video on that. Let's see. Alright, well, I hope this is some new models. Because that's what I'm gonna make a video on. Just save that, bookmark it. What's I talking about? Oh yeah. I'll get my answer. Let's hope the others don't have that type of helmet. And it's just that one model, because man, I hate that helmet. I don't mind the helmet itself, just that nose guard that goes up like that. I hate how it looks. Belazul. Sometimes I wonder if indie devs are stupid. A beach romance type of game with a protagonist like out of some otome girl dating game is a platformer, like literally why? Yeah, it's unexpected, but not in a good way, I must say. Indie devs are weird, man, and I'm kinda sick of their pixel trashy style they use, lol. Shantae is great though, but it's because it improved on everything in Half Genie Hero, especially the OST. I don't remember. Have I played Half Genie? Was that the one I did a Let's Play on? Don't think so, because I searched and the first thing I see, maybe it is, I don't know. I mean, the one Shantae game I've actually finished. I did a Let's Play on it. I thought it was like, That's kind of my point. The actual game itself. Obviously, I love how Shantae look. I will say some of the things I see of Half Genie Hero, I don't like how pale she is. It's kind of like they have whitewashed her. Maybe it's just the pictures I'm seeing right now, but man, she looks way too pale. I don't like that. I want my Shantae to be a bit more brown. Oh well. I will say that I think... Oh god. Yeah, I have to stop. I'm getting too tired.